evening and welcome to the Union Soccer Complex here at the Union 8th Grade Center. Tonight's matchup consists of the visiting Sapulpa Chieftains and your Union Redhawks. Please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Now, the starting lineups for the Sapulpa Chieftains. Number 1, Abby Admire. Number 3, Emma Panic. Number 5, Gracie Stoball. Number 6, Ramsey Hurt. Number 7, Katie Schmidt. Number 8, Kaylee Asher. Number 11, Chloe McClary. Number 14, Sophia Perez. Number 19, Gabby Leet. And number 24, Lily Wilson. Now the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. First up, number 23, Berkeley Cornegie. Number 36, Angelina Perez. Number 6, Sophia Trevino. Number 11, Jasmine Villalobos. Number 22, Gracie Holmes. Number 24, Haley Owens. Number 10, Cynthia Solis. Number 15, Addison Bates. Number 25, Petra Rainey. Number 31, Tori Nguyen. And number 1, Viola Seals. The Union girls soccer team would like to thank their sponsors: H&H Outdoor Lawn and Landscape, Okima Pharmacy Inc., Western Sun Federal Credit Union, Don Carlton Honda, Remwood Products Company, and Mission Barbecue. Do you have someone who couldn't make it tonight? The Union Sports Network is live streaming tonight's matchup online. That's the unionsportsnetwork.com. Once again, unionsportsnetwork.com. And good evening to the Union Sports Network. We are live here at the Union Soccer Complex on the campus of the Union 8th Grade Center as the girls start their pregame huddle. My name's Nick Irwin. I welcome you to tonight's broadcast as the Union Redhawks host the Sapulpa Chieftains with a makeup date today. So it's kind of a different schedule as usual for having a Monday night game. This was weeks ago of having lots of rain on those Thursday and Friday nights, so this is one of the schedules that we're making up for, and an important specific matchup playing against the Crosstown Sapulpa Chieftains, because this is going to be a district matchup here. As we're talking about the weather and talking about rain, we always have to include the wind. So as you can see, the wind, again, always howling from the south. So looks like Union's going to be playing into the wind with the wind in their backs. So from the right of your screen to the left, it's going to be in favor of Union, and so Sapulpa is going to have to fight that for the first half. Then that we'll do a change of sides after the first 40 minutes, and we'll go from there. But it's very, very important that wind, that's when we're trying to strike as many goals as possible, and then we're able to defend it on the other end. So we're about to get this game underway. From the starting lineups for Union, not a lot of changes, but something to note for the Sapulpa Chieftains, there are 2 freshmen out there for them. So it's a really, really lower amount of seniors. Most of the time you see a lot of those upperclassmen, but we're going to get this game underway as the Chieftains are going to be kicking from your left to right and Union your right to left. So Lease tries to cross one into the box, unable to, going to go out for a goal kick. Goalkeeper for the Chieftains is number 1, Abby Admire. Admire is a sophomore, and with her length, able to get to some of those shots that most keepers can't. So we'll be able to see that tonight. And it's always important when the keepers are showing off their leg how far they can kick it. Doesn't really matter with how much wind they have in their face, but with Union's high press, it always leads to a lot of goals. In the OSSAA District 6A 4 for this specific group, Union is sitting at 8-4 in total overall standings and 4-2 in district. Stillwater's below them, and then Sapulpa is now sitting at 7-7 and 2-4. So this matchup is very important because it should be a win for Union, but we all know what can happen with this type of Oklahoma weather. So now, Berkeley Cornegie is going to stand over this one. Again, with that wind at her back and the power from her leg, she can get one into the box, but they actually play it short and go to Owens. A lot of contact there on Owens, but the ball slips through, and it's keeper's ball. Something that we hadn't really seen. Haley Owens playing it short with Cornegie. And Admire able to try her best to boot it as much as possible. Trevino was trying to find Solis. Looked like a handball there, and it is a handball, referee says, so it's going to be a free kick for Union. Once again, that wind off the bounce kind of catches the Chieftains by surprise, so was a little awkward on the bounce. So now Cornegie's going to stand over this one and look to get this one into the box. Looks like there's 5 Union players just outside the box, and then Gracie Holmes just on the outside of that. Pings it, plays it short. One bounce. Nobody able to get a foot on it all the way through. So another unsuccessful attempt, but Berkeley with a smile on her face and letting her team know we'll get the next one. Short, low drive from Admire. Solis. Rainey. Finds Trevino. Trevino tries to go off the bounce, but it goes over the bar. Goal kick. Sophia Trevino, the Oral Roberts University signee, will be playing for the Golden Eagles next season. Got to honor her last week on our senior night. So the Chieftains going to earn this throw-in. Seems like they're just unable to kind of get up the pitch with this wind, and also Union's ability to have that high press. Turnover there for the Chieftains. Gracie Holmes always using her speed to kind of pester the defense, but now Solis down this right-hand side. Solis chipped over into the box, but it's just behind the goal. Going to be a goal kick. Solis in her speed was able to really work down that right-hand side. And with this crazy wind, a little bit different hairstyles going on for tonight's matchup. And with that wind, there's no ball girls tonight, so it might be taking a lot of time just to run and grab those down. And yes, it being a 5 o'clock kickoff tonight, we're glad that you're joining us on the Union Sports Network. We will have the boys' presentation of their game, also playing the Chieftains after this game. So we'll have both boys and girls, and this was a makeup a couple weeks ago due to rain. Had a lot of rain in the forecast and had to make this one up. Throw-in now for Union. Haley Owens is going to have this throw-in. Tori Wynn. Trevino now. Perez. Shot from Perez. A little bit of curl. And just wide. Good attempt there from Angelina Perez, our senior. Really had an opportunity there to put Union in the driver's seat. With that wind at the back, really puts a lot of power on it. Won't be surprised if we'll see more of those out-of-the-box shots here. Now Perez again. Perez tried to cut it back, but unable to. Chieftains really unable to work through that midfield, and Union does a really good job on that every single time to make sure that they're not getting any midfield passes. As Villalobos, this pass goes right back to her, and then now tried to release Solis down the right-hand side, but the pass was too long. Goal kick. Meyer. Trevino with the nice header. Holmes now gathers it, finds Wynn. Wynn kicks it up to Trevino. Trevino cuts it inside, now lays it off to Villalobos. Villalobos with the shot, and Meyer parries it away. Holmes got back onto the ball and was able to earn a corner kick. Well done. Shot there was all by Villalobos, and then a really good two hands on the ball from Admire. And then Holmes got the rebound. She tried to play it off the shot, and it went off a Chieftain and out of play. So it's going to be a corner kick from the far hand side. Looks like Berkeley Cornegie is going to size this one up. As you can see, the wind really going to make this ball get closer. More trouble for the Chieftains, but it's actually played short. Holmes tried to take a off the volley shot, and now it's going to be another corner kick. And now since we're switching sides to this side, Gracie Holmes is going to be taking this one. Holmes into the box, headed around, went off a header. I believe it was Perez's header. And then Perez, the header then goes straight into a Chieftain and then out of play. Referee has a conversation with, I believe it was Solis in the box. Now Holmes, another ball into the box. Bounce down to Cornegie. Cornegie, really good header from a Chieftain to knock it out of play. Wynn lets it go, and it's going to be a throw-in now for Union. A lot of shot attempts here for Union. And with the wind at their back, they're going to need to get some of these in. As this ball goes across the box, got by Admire. She misplayed the palm. Maybe she did get a hand on it. Referees are signaling another corner kick, so maybe she did. But it looked like it got between her and her net. Wynn with a really good job on that far-hand side to get this ball into the box. But once again, now Union's going to play this one short. Little 1-2. Ball played kind of by Holmes. Now it's into the box, knocked around. Petra Rainey's going to gather it. Rainey now crossed into the box, but going to be out of play. Going to be now a goal kick. So a lot of effort from Union here, and the Chieftains kind of take a sigh of relief. Rainey with a big smile on her face. Now a ball out of the territory of Sapulpa, as now our defense has to kind of wake up now. Viola Seals out to Bates. Bates a little bit heavy touch there. Able to get it up to Trevino. Now Trevino gets a turn on Wynn. Really good turn there from Tori Wynn. Still Wynn. Gets played off the ball. Goes down. Referee doesn't call a foul. Fans wanted a little bit of it from the contact, but play on. And then now a pass from Owens to Wynn, and a little bit too much, and going to be a goal kick. Wynn was doing a lot of effort down that left-hand side. Had a really good turn, but while she was trying to fight for position, center back did a really good job to force her off the ball and make sure that it was clean. Solis made a good cut back. Now trying to find Holmes. Plays it back to Perez. Perez with her left on her non-favored foot. And it goes just wide. That was going to be one of those shots where it has to kind of chip the keeper rather than beat them up with pace. But all you have to do is chip it up into the wind and let the wind do its job. And since this is a district game, Union's fighting to try to earn hosting regionals as Holmes tries to go with her right and a little bit of a curl, and then another attempt there from Solis trying to wait for that ball to be dropped from Admire, but really good attempt there from Gracie Holmes as it had a little bit of curve, but right to the keeper. But with 8 teams in this district, Union sitting at the 3rd place of district, and Sapulpa is sitting at the 6th. This ball played really well up to Win. Win now. A little bit of contact there in the box. Now good cross, back post. A little bit too much, trying to find Solis, and there's going to be another goal kick. It looks like Win is going up against Sofia Perez, and that is going to be the center back for the Chieftains. Sofia Perez, the sophomore from Sapulpa. I think height-wise, Win matches up well with Perez. Now Perez slides in there for Union. A little late on making a decision and has it turned over. And now Sapulpa Perez tries to clear it. You see Gracie Holmes fighting to show off her pace. Now a shot from Trevino. And now Admire able to handle that. You can see Gracie Holmes just in her intensity trying to fight through defenders even when they don't have the ball. But in that case, Sofia Trevino had the shot. Big boot there from Admire there into the wind still. Now Sapulpa's just fighting to just get a couple touches in the offensive side of the field. Win out to Perez. Perez scans the field and finds Rainey. Out to Solis. Little move there from Solis. Still Solis has a lot of time trying to find the pass. He's trying to find Holmes. Holmes cuts it back. Gracie Holmes with the shot. And Admire has able to get 2 hands on it. Nice touch there. Now Owens leads Gracie Holmes. Win goes inside. Holmes now, good cross. No one on that back post side. And Villabos fighting hard. Going to be knocked out of play, throwing for Sapulpa. Rainey tried to take that volley. Now the high press from Union still again trying to get it. That's ball crossed into the box. Now Perez able to hit it off the bounce, but Admire able to save it once more. Chances are in surplus now for Union. Nice touch there from Perez, but it falls right to Cornegie. Cornegie finds Solis. Now Solis is looking for Win. Good box out there from Sofia Perez, the center back there for the Chieftains. But Tori Win once again trying to find a through ball, but it seems like all these passes with that wind, it's really hard to weight the pass just enough. No substitutes so far as we're nearing the halfway point of this first half. Ball knocked out of play. Going to be a throw in here for Union. Throw went straight to a Chieftain. Headed there from Rainey. Perez fighting hard, but loses a little bit positioning, and the pass there from Chloe McClary goes straight to a Red Hawk. Win cuts it inside, finds Trevino. Trevino now, really good pass to Villabos. Villabos decides to play it back to Solis. Solis once the Chieftains get it, they lose the possession. Now Rainey tried to cross it into the box. Now Perez looks to switch up play, out to Wynn. Wynn hits for a shot there, just over the net there. But from that shot, Wynn looked like she was covered, but the ball squeezed through, kind of caught Admire off guard. These attempts here from Union, they're slowly starting to get more on goal. Looks like we're going to have a substitute for the Chieftains as well. Substitution for the visitors, number 20, Caroline Kohler. Kohler subbed in for number 19, Gabby Leap. So that was a change of a forward for another midfielder. So we'll see what they change up there on the lineup. But once again, there's no really shape to this Chieftain offense. You can definitely see 3 attacking threats for Union, and Solis down the right-hand side, and Holmes down the middle, and Wynn down the left-hand wing. Another header out of play, throwing for the Chieftains. But for Union, it stands for their lineup to always be a 4-3-3. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. Trevino, really good touches to get this ball on the counterattack. Now, Trevino finds Holmes. Holmes has a lot of space now. Cuts it back inside. Shot now, curving. And it's just past that far hand post. Really good play there from Trevino to instigate that counterattack, because she had to play those bounces of the ball off her head, and she was able to use her speed to get away from all the other midfielders. If we had a stat for how long time is wasted from having to chase these balls down, once Union scores, kind of let the tensions relax a little bit. Perez had the header that went forward, but right to Bates. Now Bates up to Wynn. Wynn. The chest of a Chieftain. That was number 6, Ramsey Hunt. Pardon me, Ramsey Hurt. I think she might be a little hurt on that one. She looked over to her coach on the sideline and said, "I'm okay." Head coach is Lori Arundel. Their 29th season for the Chieftains. So we're going to have a substitution now for the visitors. Substitution for the Chieftains, number 10, Zan Amador. Amador subbed in for number 19, Gabby Leap. Holmes trying to fight for that possession, but you can see the pace from some of these forwards to really cause a headache there for the center backs. That was Perez who was fighting hard for the Chieftains, and once again, Abby Admire has to chase these balls down on these goal kicks. But for this first half, all these shots in favor of Union, if they're not able to score in this first half with the wind at their back, I think Sapulpa would take that as a win. Holmes now kind of plays it with a chip shot into the box, and that's headed away from, that was Wilson with the header. Holmes with the cross. Bounce around to the box. Still scuffling around. Looks like Wynn has it. A lot of contact with Trevino. Ball's still bouncing around. Shot! And it's in the back of the net! Goal de Union! Number 6, Sophia Trevino! So we're going to have a stop and play. We're going to have some substitutions here, I believe, for the Chieftains. Substitution for Chieftains, number 17, Carries Orn. Orn checked in for number 6, Ramsey Hurt. Ball goes out of play, throwing now for Sapulpa. Now with this ball with Sapulpa, able to take it now in the midfield. I want to focus on making sure that they contain possession. This ball kind of bats around. Bates kind of rolled on top of the ball, but able to play it back now to Cornegie. Cornegie has a turnover, and now this ball is going to get all the way to Seals, and Seals able to get 2 hands on it. Viola Seals, our goalkeeper. She's a sophomore for the Redhawks. And a big boot there with the wind at her back. Able to show off her leg a little bit. Now Trevino had possession just for a little bit, but fighting hard to maintain it. Now this ball up to Solis. Really good ball here. Now Solis trying to get on the other side of it, trying to look for a cross, but looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Addison Bates will be taking this corner kick. Bates, a lefty, going to be able to swing this in. Bates pinging ball into the box, but just a little bit too close to the keeper, and it's out of play. I don't think she was considering how much wind is up there because she had enough power onto it to get into the box, but I think the wind just blew it right over the keeper. Once again, I want to remind you that we will have the boys game directly following this broadcast. We will start the boys live stream after we end this game. We'll end the stream, then move on to the boys stream and get that going for us. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. A little bit different schedule. It's usually 6 and 8. Tonight's 5 and 7. So this is a makeup game. Wanted to get this one done a little bit faster, and on Monday seems a lot different. Now Solis. Solis with a lot of pace down this side. Into the box. Referee calls it to be out of play. Goal kick. It's actually a week where we're going to have double soccer. We're going to have 2 games this week. We have one tonight, and then we'll have some on Friday. Gets this ball up to Holmes, but Chieftains now. A little bit of space. And then a miscommunication there. It looked like had a really good opportunity, but Wilson threw it out of play. Now Owens to win. Knocked out of play. Going to be another throw-in for Union. Looking for Villalobos. Villalobos down there in the mix. Once again, throwing for Union. And that throw-in, sometimes it's tough on those throw-ins because it usually bounces and skips with the wind. So unfortunate there on those throw-ins. And now we're going to have a substitution. Substitution for Union, number 21, Delilah Mendoza. She replaces number 10, Cynthia Solis. So now, Villalobos and Mendoza are going to be the more attacking force. Going to be another throw in here for Sapulpa. Trevino, lightning speed, cuts in through there. A lot of space. Now falls to Wynn. Wynn gets in contact with Perez, and Perez able to clear it. Falls to Owens. And now a shot from Owens just over the bar. Good attempt there from Owens, the left backs. Doesn't get to see a lot of those types of shots, but able to take them. Now Gracie Holmes. Holmes goes for a shot. Admire able to handle it. Header there from Trevino. Owens trying to save it, but unable to. Played it off the volley to keep this ball in. Referee has not put up his flag. Wynn's still with it. Wynn has a lot of space here. Cuts it. Goes to her right. Trying to find some space. Still has it. But now Sapulpa able to get a boot on it to take out of play. Ball knocked out and going to be a throw in here for the Chieftains. Union's going to have a substitution, but unable to since the past two pauses in play have been in favor of the Chieftains. Perez. Now this ball was looking for Owens, but I don't think it was too close to her to get her a chance. Sophia Perez going to have this throw in. Owens slid in there and took it away. Bates clears it back to Cornegie. Cornegie now back to Seals. Now Seals looking for number 11, Villalobos. Mendoza now up to Perez. Perez plays it back to Bates, and Bates has tons of time to find a pass, and she does. All the way up to Holmes. Holmes trying to release Mendoza on that right-hand side. Pass back to Holmes, but that final pass wasn't able to reach Holmes. Now a good turn here from the Chieftains, but once again squandered at the midfield. Finds a pass up to Trevino. That was Perez. Now Trevino trying to find it on her right. Gets over to her left. And a really good defensive stand there from the Chieftains. Villalobos trying to dispossess this little bit of attack. Fights off. Mendoza. Still Mendoza. A lot of space with their speed. And Perez from the Chieftains clears it, but only to Villalobos. Villalobos with a little skill move, but unable to get it cleared. Now Trevino up to Perez. Perez now up to Wynn. Wynn tried to find Holmes, but it was kind of behind her. Holmes jumps over it. Now a shot. And then Meyer able to get 2 hands on it. Best opportunity there for Union in the past couple minutes because it's kind of gotten stagnant for Union in their offensive abilities. Poor Allie Odell, the freshman, has still been waiting on the sidelines for this pause and play for Union. Now this ball falls to Wynn. Wynn ball knocked just a little bit from a defender. Finds Mendoza. Mendoza plays it right to a Chieftain, and the Chieftains are looking to counterattack. Ball is going to get up to Bates, and Bates able to get it right back to Trevino. Now all those midfielders from Chieftains are back on offense, so a little bit of space. Villalobos goes for a shot, questionable shot for that, and Meyer able to get 2 hands on it. Trevino working hard. Referee plays advantage. Finds Holmes. Holmes up to Wynn. Wynn working hard on that left wing. Now cuts it inside to get on her left. Trickled around there in the box. Holmes tried to fight through a couple defenders, and Meyer able to get 2 hands on it. We have 4 minutes left here in the first half. A lot of shots in favor of Union, a lot of opportunities. Union only has 1 goal to account for it. That was Sophia Trevino with it. Now Perez. Perez now with the shot, and a really good save from Meyer to get all the way down on that. Holding her hip a little bit for that one, as we're going to have some substitutions for Union. Substitution for Union, number 65, Allie Odell. I believe number 6 for the Chieftains, Ramsey Hurt. Number 19, Gabby Leap. And I believe there's one more, but we're going to have this corner kick played short to from Holmes. Little 1-2. Now Holmes with a short one. Cross. Parried away there. Rainey came in there white hot. Flag goes up, and this one's going to be an offsides. I believe Wynn was the one that came in from an offside position. It was not Villalobos with the final shot. Good touch there from Trevino. Now fighting with her header. A lot of speed here with Trevino. Trevino with the shot near post. Good block and good save there, but Wynn still has it. Odell lets it get by her. Now Owens out to Odell. Odell finds Wynn. And then a kind of a chip over the top. That one's going to go out of play. Goal kick. 2 minutes left to play in this first half. Sapulpa unable to get a touch in the opposing half. Just shows how Union able to dominate that midfield. Ball was hit straight to Mendoza. Now Perez keeps it in play. Throw in now for Union. And that ball goes down that road. Rainey able to rein it in. Good pass up to Odell. Now Mendoza. Now Mendoza's going to have a crack to get into the box. Wynn has it. Plays it back just a little bit. Looked for a shot, but kind of whiffed it. Now kicked out of play. Throwing now for Union. Now with just over 1 minute left here in this first half, Union's going to try to strike really quickly to get one more goal before half. With only 1 goal to account for all these attempts, you Union's going to have to do a much better job as this ball is tried to clear away, and Addison Bates way up the pitch. Odell now plays it back to Owens. Owens was looking for Perez and Odell, but now Owens plays the ball and able to get to possession now. Trevino now, left-hand side, looking for a cross. Cross with the left. Body's knocked around, ball down. And Villalobos tried to go for a spectacular attempt on her left. Pardon me, that's number 21, Mendoza. Mendoza tried to go for a pretty serious attempt with her left, but unable to. And that's going to be the halftime here. Union leads 1-0, all based off of Sofia Trevino's lone goal in the first half. Union's going to be now going into the win, so going to be looking to add more to their tally. We'll be back right here on the Union Sports Network for the second half of this game. We'll see you in a little bit.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery lanes, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Select Commercial Group, a part of Coldwell Banker Select, is a highly reputable and professional firm specializing in commercial real estate services. A premier sponsor of the Union Red Hawks.
Hey Union fans, score big with TTCU Federal Credit Union School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide. TTCU, where members are raving fans.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And welcome back to the Union Sports Network. My name is Nick Irwin. Welcome to the second half of this Union versus Sapulpa girls soccer match. This district game, very, very important now. And even a day like today with overcast skies and a lot of wind, now Union's going to be kicking into that wind. And looks like Sophia Trevino decided to change the hair to put the ponytails in buns now because of this wind. So Union going to be going into the wind left to right, and then Sapulpa going to have the advantage of the wind from your right to left. We're glad we have you here on the Union Sports Network. As Trevino with a really good play right here, able to slice and dice now down this right-hand side. Now try to get one into the box to find Holmes. Wind plays it back. As Owens is going to have this throw-in on the far-hand side. It's going to knocked around. Holmes fought for position and keeps it. Now, Wynn played it off Chieftain, and now Union have to play out the back again. Cornegie up to Trevino. Rainey stays back just to make sure that Trevino knows she has a route to pass it. And a clearance that just goes a little bit awry. Now Solis able to get it back and actually gain a corner kick. Berkeley Cornegie is going to be taking this corner kick on this near hand side. Gets one short, trying to find Trevino. Ball trickles around, and then she tries to go for a bouncing shot, but goes back and out of play. Lost her shoe while she was hitting that one as well. Able to get it right back on. Now it looks like Admire is not going to be taking this free kick. I think it's Perez who's taking it now. But still, even with the wind at their back, they're not able to get it cleared. Owens kind of gets pushed off the ball. That was a good play there from Chloe McClary. But then knocked out of play, throwing Union. Throw-in was trying to find Wynn, but Chieftain was taking it and booted it downfield. The lone goal from tonight came from the boot off of Sophia Trevino after a ball kind of bounced in the box. A lot of bodies, and then a shot that kind of just trickled through it all, and Trevino was able to notch her first goal for the night. You see a little bit of sunlight kind of trickle through the clouds. It's setting, it's getting behind those clouds, so you might see some shadows here. We're hoping that we wouldn't be rained on today, for this was actually a makeup from a previous date that we had set. I think it was 2 to 3 weeks ago, actually. Viola Seals able to boot it. Good touch there from Perez to keep that one going. Now Cornegie. Cornegie now finds a good pass up to Wynn. Union might be able to strike on this attack right now because the numbers of Sapulpa were slim in the back, but able to clear it was the Chieftain, so it's still going to be a throw-in for the Redhawks. Union Sports Update tomorrow. We will have another broadcast. It's going to be Union Boys Baseball. Baseball is going to be up against Bartlesville, so that will go live at at 6. But with the chances of the amount of rain that we've had and with the rain that we're looking to have tomorrow, it's going to hopefully be a dry day. As this ball really outside the box, Wynn able to get this ball through, and it just trickles wide. Wynn was able to get that ball underneath Admire. And Wynn earns herself a corner kick. Holmes is going to stand over this one. Into the box, goes down on a bounce, but Sapulpa was unable to clear it. Cornegie had the header and now loses position on this turn. So now Chieftains had a quick break there because Cornegie lost position there. This ball is going to go out of play on the near side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Union. Once again, we'll have the broadcast of the Union boys soccer game after this. We will end this live stream and then start that live stream for the boys directly following this matchup as Petra Rainey throws it in. A little bit of ball knocking around from both teams, but effort from Union, always trying to fight to gain that possession. Now Owens tried to cut it back, goes off of Chieftain, so it's going to be a throw-in for Union. Well done from Haley Owens on that far-hand side as she played it off a Chieftain. Even though they were going in that direction out of play, able to earn herself a throw-in. Perez headed it forward up to Holmes. Holmes now was looking for a win. Throw in here for Union. I think next stoppage of play, we'll have another substitute for Union. This ball was cleared way over the top. Sapulpa finally using that win to their advantage. Seals was looking for Rainey. Rainey pushed off the ball. It's going to be a throw-in now for, I believe we're going to substitute first, though. Substitution for Union, number 16, Kennedy Alexander. She replaces number 11, Jasmine Villalobos. Solis played it back to Bates. Now Bates tried to go for the clearance. Going down this right-hand side, knocked out of play, throwing Union it once more. Alexander going to be on this side to take these throw-ins. Knocked out of play, throwing now for the Chieftains. Going to be a foul there from Union. Going to be a free kick for the Chieftains. Very good header there from Sophia Trevino to able to stop that momentum from the Chieftains, but ball still batting around. Ball goes all the way out of play. Going to be a throw in here for the Chieftains. Ball was thrown in from Gracie Stowball. Still Stowball. Stowball played it off a Red Hawk. Cornegie cuts it back. Still Cornegie. Out to Alexander. Alexander with a booming clearance. Trevino finds some the pass, but just kind of goes back and forth between the teams a couple times. Owens unable to keep that ball in, so it's going to be a throw-in for Sapulpa. As we're 10 minutes into this second half, Union's only goal came from Sofia Trevino from the first half. So this second half, Union going into the wind hasn't been able to get any shots on goal to register. Now going to be a change of possession to go to Sapulpa. Goal kick here for Viola Seals. Tosses it over to Addison Bates. So the two share a smile. Ball finds Solis, and Solis able to gather it. Now a good pass to Trevino. Now it's going to open up. Gracie Holmes sprinting down the middle. Going to be a great opportunity. Shot from Holmes, and it's a goal! Goal de Union! Number 22, Gracie Holmes. A top bins finish there from Gracie Holmes as Sofia Trevino's through ball led her perfectly, but the finish was a 5-star out of 5-star. On her left, able to go top corner. Didn't really need to, but still was able to find that beautiful shot. Doubles Union's lead here in the second half. So a little bit of a sigh of relief here, because with that wind at Sapulpa's back, you don't know when they're going to be able to strike. From this goal kick, Addison Bates will be taking it. And Trevino fights for it, plays it out wide, finds Solis. Solis goes for a big chip to find Wynn, and Meyer goes down with Wynn. Wynn came back from behind from the tackle there from Perez, but able to get up with no foul called. Really would like Solis there just to play the pass shorter. Doesn't need to go the long one because Holmes was cutting in. She kind of inverted her swing. It'd be a lot easier for that pass. Good play there. Out to Wynn. Wynn on her left. Plays a short. Perez makes a turn. Tried to find Holmes on the cross into the box, but now a quick turnover and a shot from Perez trickles through and into the hands of Meyer. Perez was going for her left and didn't have a lot of power on it, but Now the booming kick from Admire, and Rainey with the header. Take that one on the chin after big free kick. Now going to be a throw in here for Hurt. Right to Trevino, and now Trevino, 50-50 ball. Goes right off of Trevino, but back in favor of the Chieftains. Ball knocked out of play off Trevino. Going to be a throw-in for Sapulpa. Now Wynn tried to play it to herself, but actually looked in favor of Holmes. Holmes working hard out there, able to gain control back for the Redhawks. Little step overs. Now Wynn, a little bit of a trip up there, but referee doesn't call it. Now cuts it inside, and Perez does a really good job to play the ball. Wynn is down right now as Owen handles it. Now Perez goes down once more. In the box, bouncing around. Solis had a shot attempt, but it's going to be a goal kick. This captain Sofia Trevino already had one goal in the first half, and then Gracie Holmes able to double it. But most of this possession, impressive to be only in favor of Union with the wind in their face. Addison Bates earned the throw-in. Now, Cornegie with the shot and just over the bar. Now we're going to have a substitution for the Chieftains. Substitution for the Chieftains, number 20, Caroline Kohler. Kohler checks in for the Chieftains down this left-hand wing side. Trevino was able to take that volley out of the air off her knee. Now cuts it inside, pulls it onto her right. Little bit of a curve, and Admire able to get a hand on it. Admire has been playing a really good game tonight on some of these shot attempts. Able to get a palm on that. Now, since Gracie Holmes is going to be on that far-hand side with Trevino, expectation is playing this short. Here they go. Holmes tried to get this one into the box, but it's cleared away. Now Bates has a spinning ball that's going to stand up for just a little bit. A lot of contact on Wynn. She tried to fight through it. Once again, records for these teams. Union sits at 8-4 overall, and Chieftains sit at 7-7. So Chieftains trying to fight for a little bit of staying above 500, while Union sitting at a healthy 8-4. Solis's ball goes out just a little bit too much to the keeper. Once again, the keeper's ball just goes straight to a Red Hawk, and Red Hawks try to gain possession through the midfield. Now Perez tried to cut it back, but now falls to Trevino. Trevino sizes this one up, stutter steps with the shot, goes right past her defender. A little stop and go, now plays it back to Cynthia Solis. Solis, back post, looking for Wynn. Ball bounced in the box. Fans wanted a handball call there. Now Wynn tried to chip it to the back post, but Admire able to handle it. Alexander's pass was a little bit too short, but Rainey was able to get it. Wynn, Owens. Owens finds Holmes. Now a lot of space here from Holmes. If she's able to just take it, decides to go for the pass, finds Solis with a nice through ball. Solis bounces it off of Chieftain, but the ball stays in. Falls straight to Chieftain, and they're able to clear it. Kennedy Alexander. Miss header there from the center backs as Union's trying to play it out wide now to Win. Tried to flick it back to Holmes. They knock it out of play for a goal, for a corner kick, pardon me. Substitution for Union, number 21, Delilah Mendoza. She replaces number 31, Tori Wynn. Wynn has been working so hard down that left-hand side. Coach Roselle probably said something about her effort. As Holmes gets it to Perez. Perez finds Trevino, ball bouncing just a little bit around. Now the clearance is trying to find Gabby Leap for the Chieftains. Addison Bates, still Bates. Bates sizes this one up and went for a shot into the wind. Impressive stuff as Bates was going for a screamer there. All the way back to Seals. Cornegie. Ball chipped over the top from Sapulpa, but Seal is able to have it. A lot of topspin from that keeper's ball, but Trevino had Mendoza. Perez. Now Mendoza. Mendoza gets it around to Holmes. Holmes now back to Mendoza. Good 1-2 and another one out to Holmes. Link up play was really good right there. And now again back to Holmes. Knocked out of play. Referee says goal kick. Man, Mendoza and Holmes right there. I think they played the 1-2 like 4 times just to make it all the way to a corner kick. Now Holmes is going to be standing over this one. Holmes with the curler, but it's too shallow. Perez. Dispossessed by Perez. Perez able to gain it back. Finds Solis. Solis tries to make a turn, but the offside flag is up. Going to be a free kick for Sapulpa. That was Cynthia Solis who was coming into an offside It's coming from an offside position. Ball bounced off the face of Trevino, and a good back heel from Holmes. Now releasing Trevino. A very important tackle there for number 3, Emma Panic. As she was able to stop Trevino and all the momentum that was behind her. Now Mendoza. Speed able to get into the box, but the passing ability not there. Union throwing on that far hand side. Now substitutions now for Union. Substitutions for Union, number 65, Allie Odell. And number 31, Tori Wynn. They replace number 24, Haley Owens, and number 10, Cynthia Solis. Mendoza's cross gets into Trevino. Trevino has a shot. And now Odell with another pass out to Wynn down the right-hand side. Wynn's trying to beat it in, but unable to. Big boot to get Seals some action down there, but I don't think Sapulpa has had any touches in the offensive half. Trevino tried to look for Holmes, but the pass was too much. That'll be a goal kick here. Substitution for the Chieftains, number 21, Sophia Rupert. And number 7, Katie Schmidt. Going to be a foul on Union. Free kick for the Chieftains. Now with the Chieftains able to move forward, maybe they'll get some more touches in the offensive half. One who's going to take this free kick is number 24, Lily Wilson. Ball gets all the way through and finds Viola Seals. You can see the Sapulpa boys team coming into your frame, getting ready for tonight's matchup. First kickoff will be around 7 o'clock. Odell able to get a nice play on that, and Wynn able to win that ball. Still Wynn. Has Mendoza to left, but the pass was just late. Now Sapulpa going to have a lot of space here to release. Ball goes all the way back to Cornegie and Seals. Alexander working hard to maintain possession. Finds a pass to Trevino, and a good pass and speed there from Trevino to get past Schmidt. Still Trevino. Looking for Holmes to make a cut. She does. All the way to Admire. Really good play from Trevino and Holmes. It just seems like a lot of those passes are just running a little bit too hot. Maybe a cut that goes more east and west rather than north and south. Now Bates. Bates finds Mendoza. Mendoza up to Perez, and a little 1-2 there with Mendoza, able to release Mendoza. Still Mendoza. Now a shot from Mendoza, and it's a goal! Golden Union! Number 21, Delilah Mendoza. So a great play there from Perez and Mendoza to get some space down the left-hand side. And then Mendoza able to finish down the left-hand side. Union able to take a 3-0 lead with 11 minutes in this second half. So this being a district game, right now the important thing is trying to maintain district opportunities. And now Sapulpa gonna be able to take a shot. A lot of contact in the box. Seals down, as well as a Chieftain. So we're gonna have a stoppage of play. Can't tell from the Chieftain who's down for the Chieftains. Might be number 19, Gabby Leap. As Leap is on her back, and Seals is the one on one knee. Seals is up to her feet. A little bit of a hobble there. She's a little bit woozy standing up, so we might have the backup keeper coming in for her. Looks like from the second half, there was a goalkeeper change. Haley Cossey was in. So that was actually Cossey who was the one who had the collision. Cossey and Leap were the ones that collided. Cossey's the one for Union down in the pink, and Dan Newman, head athletic trainer for Union, checking in on the Chieftain. Looking around that right foot area, maybe the ankle. Seeing from her reaction might be where the pain is. Cossey's getting checked out by the trainer. It was, in fact, Gabby Leap. Leap is a sophomore, able to get to her feet, but might be a little timid on that left ankle. Leap able to walk off the pitch, but not enjoying walking on that left ankle. As the Leap decides to walk from the farthest side of the pitch. This might take a while here. Could have gone behind the goalkeeper to at least start play here. But it looks like they've called a penalty against Union, so Sapulpa is going to be able to take this penalty kick. Didn't look like a referee signal came from a penalty, but maybe being down 3-0, referee decided to call that. As the collision is sparking some questions from Gracie Holmes. conversation with Holmes. I'm on side of Holmes as well. I don't understand where that penalty was called. It looked like it was a bang-bang play, but it's going to be number 24, Lily Wilson, going to be taking this penalty. Keeper is going to be Viola Seals. It's a shot, and it's a goal, as Wilson able to bury the goal after the penalty and able to get Sapulpa on the scorebook. Goal for the Chieftains, number 24, Lily Wilson. There's a very good attempt there from Wilson, goes top corner, and now Gracie Holmes takes up this startup ball. Tried to find Wynn. Wynn cuts it back there, but it goes straight to a Chieftain. Now the Chieftain's going to be able to manage a little bit of possession. Trevino slides in there, gets the turnover. Now across into the box. Mendoza goes for the half volley, but going to be a goal kick. And once again, from the halftime, Haley Cossey was the substitute for the keeper, so she was the goalkeeper for the entire second half. And then after that penalty and collision, that's when Viola Seals came in from the second half. And that's what Gracie Holmes was saying. She was proving her point of saying if it was a bang-bang call, how can it be a penalty? But Sapulpa able to get on the score sheet. Knocked out a play from Rainey, and going to be a throw-in for Sapulpa. Sapulpa is going to try to work down this right-hand side by just throwing it off Union players until it's a successful throw-in. Knocked out a play, throwing Union. Now, Sophia Trevino has a ton of space here. Going to be looking for a pass, or might take her herself. Now a shot by herself. One hop off the bounce. That's going to be Meyer's ball. She had Holmes and Wynn. Holmes on the left, Wynn on the right. And Meyer able to clear it. Odell unable to handle the header, but Perez is. Now Trevino, same play like last time. Skips by her player, out to Wynn. Wynn tries to chip it to the back post, and all still in play, but nobody there. Cornegie up to Odell. Now Odell to Trevino. Trevino, a lot of space. Trevino's going to size this one up, and Meyer able to get two hands on it. Meyer, even though she's allowed 3 goals, has had a really good evening. She's able to handle a lot of these shots with ease. Get a good touch there from the Chieftains, but possession still kind of batted around. Ball's going to go out of play, throwing Union. Wynn trying to fight for the turn. Gets past one and another. Still Wynn. Has Mendoza on the crosser. Just kind of loses possession and loses momentum. Trevino now. Now cleared out from Perez. Throwing Union. Tonight we will have the broadcast of the Union boys varsity soccer game directly following this game. So Dell tried to find a pass there into the box, but unable to. Kickoff for the boys game tonight will be around 7 p.m. Mendoza. Bates tries to play it out to Alexander. Alexander cuts it inside. Now finds a pass to Odell. A little 1-2 with Alexander. Now Alexander going to have a shot. And able to handle it was Meyer. Now, Kennedy Alexander, one of our center backs, our center halves, took that all on her lonesome. Able to get a shot on target tonight. Wynn fighting hard against Gracie Stoball. Still Wynn. And the pass unable to reach the destination. Back out to Berkeley Cornegie. 1-2 with Odell and Cornegie. Cornegie tried to find Wynn on the pass out down the right wing, but ball goes out of play. Goal kick. Substitution for the visitors. Substitution for the visitors, number 10, Zan Amador. Amador subs in. Odell makes a turn up to Trevino. Out to Holmes. Holmes trying to find Wynn, but pass goes under her legs, and it's going to be a throw in here for the Chieftains. Goes out of play, throwing Union. Actually, pardon me, it's actually a foul against Union. It's going to be a free kick right before the ball went out of play. Handball called by the referee. Going to be a free kick here for Union. Great touch there from Gracie Holmes. Plays her defender off. Cuts it back onto her left. Now crossing the box. Found Trevino. Player goes down for the Chieftains. Referee hasn't called a foul. Now to Alexander. Alexander goes for a shot. And Meyer able to handle it. 2 minutes left in this second half as Union is trying to fight for their rights to be able to take regionals and host regionals. With a game like this, and after beating Piedmont last week, this should put them over Piedmont. If top two are hosting, they'll be able to host here. Mendoza knocks it out of play, corner kick. Gracie Holmes is going to size this one up. As you see the Sapulpa boys getting warmed up for their game at 7 against Union. Ball played near post, and Trevino tries to take it out of the air, but goes out of play. Goal kick. Mendoza down this left-hand side. Mendoza, dummy there from Holmes, and Trevino goes with her left, but very good attempt there. Very good awareness there from Holmes to at least let that ball go through her legs, because Trevino was there on her left. For goal scorers tonight is Trevino, Holmes, and then for that last one, once again, was Mendoza. And that's the ball game, with Union defeating Sapulpa 3-1. Two of our girls right there with goals tonight, Sophia Trevino and Gracie Holmes, as they come off the pitch. A successful night, and we'll see how the OSSA rankings in district will be able to see if Union's going to be able to host 4 regionals. We will have the ending of this broadcast and then the starting up of the boys broadcast in just a little bit. This is Nick Irwin on the Union Sports Network. We'll see you soon.